Well, hello again. It's Eric Johnson, and I am here to guide you through day 15 of our restart program. So, starting with today's affirmation, I want you to say, I am strong enough to handle any challenge that arises. Okay. Again, I am strong enough to handle any challenge that arises. Say it 7 times today. Say it with belief and conviction, and really take ownership of that, because you are. You may not have personally experienced that strength, but you have it within you, and you can do it. Today's vocabulary word. I'm going to give you a couple of ways to look at this one, but the term short sale, it's commonly misused. A lot of brokers misuse it. A lot of people don't understand exactly what a short sale is. The very simple definition of it is that when somebody goes to sell their home, if they owe more than they are going to get in the sale after all expenses, then that would be a short sale. So say they bought the home a year ago for $1 million, and they go to list it today and find out that at best they could barely get $1 million for it right now. If they don't have cash in the bank to pay for their real estate fees, their excise taxes, title and escrow fees, you name it, maybe property taxes, then they're not going to be able to close on that home. And if that's the case, then they're going to need to ask the lender to pick up the difference. So, like I say, if they owe $1 million and they're only going to be able to market it for $1 million, they're probably going to net somewhere closer to 900 to $940,000, somewhere in that range. How are they going to come up with that difference, that $60,000 to $100,000 difference? They probably can't. So instead, we're going to ask the lender to take a hit to a certain extent up for that. Okay, so that's kind of the very simple explanation for a short sale. There's a lot that goes on in short sales. I want you to go ahead and Google short sale in Washington. I also want you to Google distressed home sale in Washington. The reason being is that you can't take advantage of somebody who is financially distressed. Yes, you can list their home, but don't give them advice. Don't work with an investor who's going to make them the offer of a lifetime to get them out of it quick or something like that. In other words, go through all the appropriate listing procedures. Make sure you're working closely with the seller's lender. And go through all the appropriate steps. You may want to get a short sale negotiator or facilitator. The reason being is that sometimes it can be a lot of work convincing a bank to take a hit. And they are not going to make you a priority a lot of times. Some banks have gotten pretty used to it and they're pretty easy to work with on it. But it's not going to mean that it's going to be simple. And it's not going to mean that you're not going to have to get pretty firm with the lender every once in a while as well. Like I say, my recommendation is find somebody else to do that heavy lifting for you. It's hard work. I want you to read Form 22SS. Okay, so that's for short sale. And I also want you to read the 22SS manual. And then kind of give that a solid, kind of think of it in terms of if it was your buyer or your seller, how would that look to them based on those on the terms within that particular addendum. Today's social media posting is explain a real estate myth. Okay, so there could be any number of those out there. We've used the vocabulary word for inventory recently. And inventory is a myth. Media uses it wrong a lot, that kind of thing. It could be some other myth. It could be something that's been made popular through a TV show or something like that. Whatever it is, go ahead and explain it or explode that myth. And then ask people if they have any, they want explanation about a real estate, what they think is a real estate myth, something like that. Engage with them. Again, comment on their comments. And if at all possible, go to their page or their social media postings and comment on those as well, so that you're building that relationship. It's a feeling of relationship. And so this is a today's fear building has to do with social media. You have people who are already your friends, you have your followers, you have people that you follow. But what we want to do is encourage you to get out there and post comments more often. We've stated it pretty much every single day when talking about social media. But today you're going to post comments on friends of friends. So you're going to go out to your friends' pages and you're going to look through their comments. And then out of those comments, you're going to make a comment or two. And you're going to hope that that person will go, huh, who's this Eric Johnson guy who just left that nice, that nice comment on my comment, and then they're going to go look me up, and maybe they're going to ask to follow me or to friend me or something like that. Or it could be that you do a friend request. So anyway, be active with that social media. Go ahead and find ways to interact with people. And if you interact with them enough, there's going to be that sense of relationship. And that's really what it's all about, and making sure that people know what you do. By the way, on your social media, on your homepage for your social media, when somebody clicks on your name or your picture, they're going to go somewhere. I wanted to say somewhere right up there that you are a real estate broker. You want people to know what it is you do. All right. That's it. Have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow.